Welcome to the gold analysis. All right, guys. So gold, it had a big rejection right yesterday. So it wasn't able to go to a new all-time high. It rejected probably the last 1 hour resistance levels. Okay, so we are still in the big uptrend, as you can see. On the daily, we have the daily candle here that was not tested. Okay, everything here on the daily is tested. Maybe some polarity levels can still hold the price up. Okay, if we come in, if we come down on the top, I'm not really sure there is more levels that can hold this. All right, guys. So maybe some levels that we created on this range, but nothing from the past. Okay, we still have the 1 hour top candle, but I don't believe that is going to hold. As I said before, I don't believe it, but everything can happen. So if we go to the 4, we still have that big range trend on a 4. Okay, big range uptrend here. um, we might be creating some more interior range trends. Let me see. Nothing on the 4, I believe. Yeah, okay. We hold this for hour. I said yesterday that I wasn't expecting this 4 to hold. I was expecting the price to go to this level. Okay, guys. So right now, we need to understand one thing. If we stay in this range for a little longer and we go to this level, we need to be careful because we might be breaking the uptrend. Okay, maybe here. Okay, if we come down here with a big wick and the price just moves up and stays above the trend, that is not the problem. Okay, but we need to understand what is happening with the time of this trend. Okay, because if we break down the trend on this range here also, we might not be able to hold these levels. All right, guys, unless we create a daily uptrend here or a daily range uptrend or something. Okay, but honestly, if we break that 4 hour, we are probably going at least to this range here. Okay, so we have the polarity on a 1 hour and that 4 hour untested candle that might not even be able to hold the price. Okay, so this is what I think for the higher time frames. Okay, so I'm going to this range and try to understand what is really happening here today and yesterday, because we are just in this range. Okay, and the price is just going sideways, but we are creating something. Okay, if we go to the 4, okay, uh, we uh, we can understand that even if we are able to hold this 4, okay, we don't have a 1 hour, I believe. Okay, that 1 hour, it's kind of also the 4. Okay, it's kind of the base of the move right now, this 1 hour, because it was tested multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really trying to break down. Let me just turn this 1 hour. Okay, it is really trying I told you guys that wasn't expecting this 1 hour to hold, and it didn't. Well, actually it did a little bit. Okay, it just went up 0.7%, but it just wasn't able to hold the price to attack the top of again. Okay, so 4 hour, let me just check this. 4 hour untested candle, right? Also 4 hour untested candle. And we have that 15 that was more of polarity because it was tested multiple times and after breakdown. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this into a dashed line so we know that is polarity level. Okay. Okay, so we have two levels here that were not tested. This one here and this one here, right on a 4. Let me mark that on a 4 so you guys. 4 hour. Okay, so we have two ranges there. Okay, let's see what is happening on this range. Okay, because this is kind of going to decide if the price is going up or down. Okay, let me just turn this a little bit less. Okay, nice. Let me go to the 4 actually. So we might be creating a range trend here, range downtrend on the 4. Let me mark that as yellow. Okay, and maybe we also have a range trend from the top there. Okay, guys, but yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it here. No, here. Maybe here. Let me see that on a 15 because it has to be on a 15. It has to start on a 15. Okay, this was probably a good trend. Okay, guys. Not on a 1 hour. Why? Because on the top, we always create a trend from the green candle to the second green candle. Okay, it was probably a good trend here on the 4. Okay, on the 1 hour, sorry, adapted here. Okay, it starts here, that 1 hour breaks that, so we need to adapt, and it kind of looks good, but is not going to give you any answers because the price breaks the trend, but it just doesn't go up really fast. Okay, so this was kind of a good one, I believe. But for now, I'm just going to create the range trend inside this range, okay? Because that trend, we can adapt that trend a lot of times. Even starting on a 15, we might be having some 4 hour in the future from that top to the next top here or the next top here, okay? So I'm just going to this range and try to understand where is our moment to break, okay? Even on the 4, this is kind of not going anywhere. So we mark the 1 hour and this 1 hour. And that is kind of better, as you can see. So top green candle to the second top green candle. On the bottom, you can see that we are not able to do that, okay? If we do this, it's going to break. Okay, if we do this, starting on the bottom, is going to break even here. Okay, so that one breaks. So we are just trying to create a trend, but we are not able to, okay? So polarity, where is our polarity? Probably from the past, nothing here because we just broke down and went to some lower levels. Let me check that, nothing on the top. Polarity here, maybe. We reject 1, 2 times, but it kind of doesn't test that, right? Let me go to the 15. So we have the top here. Okay, so the break level after the top, it kind of looks good, but yeah, if we go, let's try to follow the trail here of the break levels. This one is probably the best one because it has more volatility here. Oh, come on, what is happening? Okay, so 0.8, tests that again, comes down, and it wasn't able to go up. So I'm gonna mark this polarity level on a 15. On the bottom, yeah, we have polarity on this level here, but I think not so much because, yeah, guys. So this is kind of, we didn't came down here on this candle, and that one is the one that has the highest volatility. That is polarity over there. So if I turn this one, I kind of don't like it because the wick here is really big. And even this one is really trying to break down, right? So I'm gonna keep with that one. I don't want to go to the 5, but we can go to the 5 and try to understand this on the bottom. Okay, polarity on the 5, also really good here, as you can see. We can also go here because we have the top there and was tested 2 times here, so that creates polarity. Yeah, on the bottom we kind of don't even have polarity on a 5, not a level of polarity, okay? We have this level that was kind of polarity, but it just doesn't go there again, okay? So let's go to the 15 and try to see maybe on a 1 hour. What are we doing on a 1 hour, okay? It looks like a downtrend, but we need to understand which levels of resistance we have here. Okay, guys. So we might having the break level here. If we break this up, we are probably going to break the trend, and that polarity is not going to hold. Okay, on the 1 hour. Sorry, this is the break level. Okay, and we also have the break level here. So I like this one because we have a rejection here. Okay, we have a little rejection here. And the trail on the 1 hour, as you can see, we are clearly laddering down, laddering down, laddering down, testing all the levels on the on the top. Sorry, but we also need to understand that we have a support here, and if we go above this one, we can actually create this as a support. Okay, it is now rejecting that. Okay, it is now rejecting that. Okay, if we are not able to go above this, we can easily break down. All right, guys, we can easily break down. We really need to go above this 1 hour red candle, break that polarity, break that trend, and even we might kind of have a little break and still reject that polarity. So it tries to break the trend and comes down really fast, okay, and keeps the downtrend on the range. So yeah, we need to understand that this is probably not a good time to trade. Okay, we need to wait for the breakup or the breakdown. Okay, and the best levels, I really don't want to short here because this is kind of just trying to break up, right? What I really want is try to see if we are going to all these levels just a little below the trend. Okay, this is the best spot for a long position. Okay, but we need to understand that it needs to go really fast and all that, at least this level. Okay, if we come down here, I'm not really sure we are going to hold. All right, guys, so these are my levels for gold. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.